What's going on, guys? It's TyphoonLPs here. I just want to bring you a nice audio commentary today. When I say audio commentary, that means I'm not playing anything right now. I'm sitting back in my chair and I'm gonna talk to you. And when I say I'm gonna talk to you, I'm actually probably I'm ranting to you. I'm ranting to you. I'll be honest. And I like doing these commentaries where I rant. Last time I ranted about fat chicks. This time we're gonna rant about old people and technology because I can't fucking stand old people and technology. I fucking can't. They piss me off. I don't have patience for it. I have some of the worst patience ever. Like out of anyone in the entire world, my patience is probably in the bottom 2%. Uh it's I don't have patience for shit in my life, and I don't know if everyone else is the same. I don't think everyone else is the same. I think it's just me that has the patience of a. I won't go there. I have really bad patience. That's the point of that. Okay, so old people in technology. I'm not sure if you guys are close with your grandparents, like I am. Two of the closest people in my life are my dear grandmother and my dear grandfather. And my grandmother is 65 years old, and oof, she, while she's okay with technology, I think for a 65-year-old, she's not bad. I mean, she was 55 when all this new cell phone technology and cell phones started becoming prevalent and all this touchscreen phones and all that. But she kind of gets it. She can figure out how to use her touchscreen phone to call someone. She can do it, right? She's got that down. But when it comes to something like text messaging or checking an email on a phone or anything like that, she's lost. She doesn't fuck with it. What she does have, she has an iPad though, and she cracks me up with the iPad because she bought this iPad. iPads are really expensive. I don't know how much she honestly paid for it. Obviously, whatever. iPads are really, really expensive. And she doesn't really know how to use it. She made a Facebook account, and that's all she uses the iPad as a giant Facebook machine. Really, that's all she uses it for. And then she gets her internet links from Facebook. Like if she sees a news article, oh, I want to read this, so she clicks on it, and it opens up in your internet. What is it called? Safari on the iPad, and it's hilarious because she doesn't understand that Safari is like the same thing as clicking on, say, Internet Explorer on your computer. Which, dear God, if you use Internet Explorer, that's a whole nother rant in itself. Um, my point being is, she a couple times a day. She'll probably call me out into the she'll call me up or she'll call me on the other side of the house or whatever because I do stay with my grandparents, and she will say, "Hey, can you help me out with this? I don't understand how to do this." And it'll be something real easy, and I'll help her out. But her internet tabs crack me up because she will have fucking 27 million internet tabs open from the last 3 years, and I just leave it. I at this point I just leave it. It's kind of funny. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna accept this. You're just gonna have all these internet tabs open, and you don't have any need for them. But it's honestly comical that you could have that many internet tabs open. And old people are just terrible with technology. But that's not really the rant of this. Like that was just an example. And also, I want to throw in there, my grandfather is 82 years old. He works 7 days a week. Like I'm not exaggerating. He works 7 days a week and over 8 hours a day for sure. I'm not going to get into what he does for a living. Regardless, he is a beast with technology. He has his iPad. He uses it all the time. He has an iPhone. He uses it all the time. He doesn't ever come to me for help. He figures everything out on his own. The dude is a freaking monster with technology, and I am so proud of him for that. Because what I really want to bitch about today is the people in public that are old and bitter and can't use technology. And a lot of this is almost just a rant on old people because, all right, I'll give you a prime example here. I work at Best Buy. I've mentioned that a million times, right? So I'm sitting there and an old person, let's say they come in a line with me. This is the old person. They're either really nice and really like way too overly polite, or they can be extremely rude and bitter and a total asshole. Now the latter, the rude, bitter asshole, they don't know how to use technology, and they don't even know why they're in Best Buy. They're probably buying a fucking a carton of ink for the printer because their grandchild said, "Hey, you need ink for your printer. That's why it's not printing anymore." And they said, "Well, why the hell do I need ink?" And blah blah blah. And they got into a big argument about it. I guarantee you, that's exactly what happened. So they stomped their asses into Best Buy, all pissed off and whatever. And then they hand me this and they throw it at me and they're not polite and whatever, like that's how they are. And I don't know if it's their patience or my patience, but I can't deal with old people's shit. I don't like dealing with people's shit in general, and I have to deal with old people's shit because they're too not intelligent, and I'm sure they're very intelligent in their day, but once they hit a certain age they just cut off from technology and they don't know how to fucking use it, and they get pissy at me. So I'm sure if you're listening to this, I'm sure you know how a debit card works. You swipe your debit card, it asks you for a PIN number, you enter your PIN number, and then it's probably going to ask you a question like yes or no, and you're going to hit yes, and then it's going to take the money from your bank account, and then I hand you a receipt, and you go out on your way. Well, most old people, first of all, they throw their fucking debit card on the counter. I'm like, okay, that's not how that works. You don't throw a debit card on the counter. It's not going to pay for anything. You're going to swipe it through the fucking machine. So you swipe it through the fucking machine, and then they sit there and they sit there and they look at, oh, what's this? Like that's a common thing, I guess. What's this? It's your fucking PIN number. Have you ever used your debit card before? Do you sit inside? Like, I don't understand. Do you get gas in your car? It's a fucking PIN number. It's so fucking common to know what your PIN number is in your debit card. So, what's this? That pisses me off beyond belief. So, once I finally explained to him it's their PIN number, half of the time they ask me what their fucking PIN number is. I don't know what your PIN number is. It's your fucking debit card. Are you literally that illiterate to how a debit card works? It's not even like this is technology of like 15 years ago, debit cards. I don't understand how the fuck you can't get it done. And they don't know how to use the damn touch screen. Trying to get an old person to use a fucking touch screen, they enter the PIN number wrong 7 times. It is just the biggest mess, and then they stomp off all pissed off eventually. Oh. Deep breaths, deep breaths. It's really bad. I don't know if it's just they forget that stuff advances throughout their lifetime. We're not in World War II anymore. We're not fucking. We're not. Like stuff advances. In 5 years, the world will be different again. There's going to be something else. Are they going to learn that? Probably not. It's like I don't know if they just refuse to learn, or they're old and bitter and cranky and crabby just because that's how they became with age, or what it is. But God. Fucking old people. If you're over a certain age and this sounds like you, fuck you. Fuck you. Learn technology, or don't go out in public, or pay someone to go out in public for you, because it's a nuisance to the rest of the world. And I'm not hating on my elders. Respect your elders, and I can respect your elders if you're polite. But if you're a nasty ass rude old person and you don't know what you're doing, please fuck off. This is a very mean commentary, but that's okay. This is rants with typhoons. Maybe I'll make a series out of this. Maybe a weekly rant. I don't know. But anyway, in all seriousness now. I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. Still recording Need for Speed. I'm really loving it. I've decided that the next game I'm going to play is probably either Dead Island or Pokemon Ruby. And I'm really excited about those two. I'm just excited to make content. I'm really enjoying making content. So if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed my rants, me yelling and bitching, you can go ahead and leave me a subscription. So that would, yes, you can go ahead and leave me a subscription, like, comment, all that shit, and I would appreciate it so much. And I hope you have yourself a great day. Goodbye.